has never promised him at all anything. Probably the other lot of people who were the good, MLAs and kind of a good background, they would have been promising her and said, yes, we will all work together. But I am very sure and I know about it. Shivajinagar MLA was not promised at all. He resigned on his own and he wanted to be part of the party and the party has not taken him at all into their fold.
Why?
Because as you know, whether it is true or false, now the investigation will tell whether it's true or false. There's a lot of allegations on him in every front.
Who are you referring to?
I'm trying to say Shivajinagar.
Who?
Shivajinagar MLA.
Welcome to Nasheman News with me, Rizwan Hassan. I have with me Anwar Malpadi, who has been associated with the BJP since its inception and he's a spokesperson of the BJP. He was also the chairman of the Karnataka Minority Commission and he is man instrument in bringing out so many books, including the scam on the work board. Today, we have come here to speak to him on the IMA scam. So, welcome to Nasheman News. Sir, you had predicted about this scam long back, and when you had told about this scam, nobody took you seriously. Now that the scam is broken, what have you to say about this?
No, see here, there's a proverb in Kannada. I like it hell of a lot. Uppu tindavanu neeru kudilebeku. One has to suffer for whatever he has done, whatever crimes he has done. Crimes can never get away from the eyes of the government. And this is what has happened probably. And as far as CBI is concerned, CBI is one institution which has done wonderfully well in the past several years in bringing out the best of investigation on scams and a lot of these unwanted illegal happenings in the country. So, and it has got good reputation as such that once it goes to CBI, the truth comes out, the investigation is paka. So this is probably happening as everyone wanted. A lot of people are unhappy that IMA is not taking place, IMA scam is not taking place, government is keeping quiet. No, government was preparing itself because it has gone to CBI. And the CBI was really preparing itself and they are prepared. Now, but they have, with all those documental evidences, they have come and doing the work now.
When Yediyurappa took over, there was a lot of demand for him, that justice should be done and most of the victims met him. And then he said whoever is involved in this scam, punishment will be given. Why was there such delay? And one ex MLA of Shivajinagar, he sacrificed his seat to support your BJP and he was promised something in return and that is the reason he was protected from so many days. Why do you think this...
In the first place, let me make it very very clear that nobody was promised anything for whatever deeds they have done. It is the entire lot of opposition who found that the previous government was not working properly, not functioning properly. They came along. When this happened, probably some people would have thought whatever crimes they have done will get away when the present government, BJP is there, they can get away from it. Probably they were done for that reason and nobody was promised anything. And even the Shivajinagar MLA was not promised anything. He came on his own, not to the party. He resigned on his own for the reasons known only to him and for the Congress party. He was not getting along with the Congress leaders at all. And that's one reason. And people would have added lot of masala to it and they have said
but they were saying that to trouble the coalition government of the Congress and JDS, BJP played this game saying that if you come, we will help
No. BJP has never promised him at all anything. Probably the other lot of people who were the good, MLAs and kind of a good background, they would have been promised and they would have said yes, we will all work together. But I am very sure and I know about it. Shivajinagar MLA was not promised at all. He resigned on his own and he wanted to be part of the party and the party has not taken him at all into their fold.
Why?
Because as you know, whether it is true or false, now the investigation will tell whether it's true or false. There's a lot of allegations on him in every front.
Who are you referring to?
I'm trying to say Shivajinagar.
Who?
Shivajinagar MLA is Roshan Bey. There's a lot of allegations against him. There is a lot of scams and all the kind of things. And definitely our party, BJP, never wanted to soil his hands.
But there were reports that he has met your CM Yediyurappa, he was going to be nominated, and one of his family members also going to be litigated, and the last minute someone...
No.
And he was getting political patronage.
No. Yediyurappa has not promised him anything at all. And there's nothing of that his family member coming into politics at all alongside BJP. It's never. It's only the story created by some of his own people. I'll tell you something. Yediyurappa had promised that whoever involved in the IMS scheme will definitely be punished and a proper investigation will be done. That's the reason Yediyurappa handed it over to the CBI. The CBI is doing the needed thing.
So, but what is the reason all of a sudden so many 1 year, 8 months and so many days it took for the CBI to come over there?
I'm sorry.
The SIT was there,
No. CBI's work is such. Once they take up, the CBI takes it very seriously and they go inch by inch, they go page by page. Every stone will be unturned to find out what is inside. It's not a joke, it's a big scam. Lot of people are involved in it. So it took its own time to find out where and how the scam has taken place. And now they've got the proper evidence and they're doing the needed thing.
And do you think this IMS scam, what would be the result? Because people have got hopes that, now that even he's been arrested, that fugitive Mansoor also has been arrested and the investigation is going on. Do you think that with this there will be some hope for the investors, that because only 475 crores have been taken by the competent authority. The scam is more than 4,000 crores. So how do you think that this scam money would come back to the investors?
The government will do its best to see that all the people who have suffered, all the investors who have suffered, they get their due.
And what about these other people who are, there are so many people who have been involved in this scam. Why no action has been taken against them? Do you know anything about this?
I told you, any scam, when the CBI takes, they take its own time to make it sure whomever they charge it upon, it is correct and they do a very good job, a clean job without doing a mistake.
But this said Ex MLA of Shivajinagar, he was meeting your CM very often and he was, he had very good contacts with the high command in the BJP in the center.
Sorry.
Any political pressure was there and now also
Sorry. There was no such thing as any contacts, anything. The contact what I had, what any party member has got, same entire country citizens will have. That's exactly what, nothing else. And nothing was promised to him. And anyone can go meet the CM. And one being a MLA, one being the former MLA, naturally he'll get the access faster than others. That's all. That doesn't mean it has got some story to be built up or it has got something to happen for this guy. No, definitely not.
So they want any political patronage?
No, it was not there so far. How can there be patronage now.
So what have you to say about this? From so many days, he was coming to your party, and it looked like you all used him and for your politics.
I'm sorry. We have not used anybody at all. We have never used anybody at all. Anybody who's coming to our party, anybody who's supporting our party, it's on their own. And even there are many people who support our party, they are not part of our party at all. So this guy is just one of them. Probably he wanted to get the patronage of our party. What
was his intention?
Probably so. He was trying to get the patronage of our party. But that's not on, because party takes into consideration a person's worthiness and how he is placed in the society, how he is placed with the people. Only then he'll be taken into consideration, that person. So he is in a score of 1 to 10, he had no score at all.
He has spoken ill of Congress leaders and to please the BJP leaders.
He had spoken ill of the BJP leaders also earlier, including our great leader Modi ji. And anyway, for himself he had spoken in a public meeting at Shivajinagar. That clippings of everybody has got it. Our party has got it. He's got the habit of speaking ill about everyone when he doesn't like them, when he doesn't get along with that particular person or that particular party or that particular organization.
What is your take on this IMA? When will the justice be delivered, and do you think that investors will get something back at least?
No, that is everybody's guess is my guess, and I am sure the government is doing the best to see that the person who has suffered is taken care of, and the best will be done to return their invested money by probably getting to all these guys who have amassed their wealth, they're getting their wealth back and give to these guys.
There are many political leaders' names also have been going around. Do you think action will be taken against them also?
It all depends on what CBI does.
No, they're saying that the government is using its tool to blackmail the politician, saying that if
why?
I'm
sorry.
I'm asking. So if you don't do us, we'll have a raid. We will see that you're involved.
Rizwan, I'm sorry. You got a wrong information. It's the wrong information passed on by the opposition saying all this kind of thing. Nothing of that sort at all. Government is not using any muscle power at all. They have just given the case to CBI, and CBI is doing everything.
Many of those names whose Mansoor had called out, they are all on the threshold of afraid because your government may misuse them for their thing. For political,
we have not misused anybody at all. Now everybody said we have misused Roshan Bey, and he'll go scot-free. He is not.
Previously he has also gone scot-free.
No. Once it is on this case, once our government has come and the CBI is entered, I don't think so anyone will go scot-free at all.
Your message on this IMA scam, so many Muslims have invested, not only IMA, there are so many, about 40-45 companies where Muslims have lost a lot of money, more than 50.
I sincerely pray to Almighty Allah that these people who have suffered by investing in these companies are taken care of. The government is doing the best. The government is doing the best to see where all it's possible to take this money amassed by these guys and give to these people who have invested.
It was nice speaking to Mr. Anwar Malpadi. Mr. Anwar Malpadi was the view that now that CBI has taken over the investigation, nobody will be spared. And the party has never misused anybody for political gains, and there is no whatsoever pressure on anybody to close the case. The investors will get their due in due course of time. It's up to the courts to give the justice. Rizwan Asad, Nasheman News.